Jaguars.
Well, I would look for the Jags to go inside early to Vivola, maybe to get Chris Davis in a little bit of foul trouble. Got to take it right to him. The way to play these guys is go right after Davis and Holloway.
Our
right
AIA officiating crew tonight will be Rich Estabrook and John White. I beg your pardon there. And the tip is controlled by Mountain Point. It's the Pride handling the basketball. Right out of the barrel here for
a 1-2-2 defense for the Jags. Try a lot of double teaming.
Trey Campbell misses the first jumper in the paint for the Pride. And here comes Johnny Panfill right of the key. Kick it to the corner for Marcus Jarrett. A 3-try. It doesn't go. Getting the rebound underneath is Villegas. And throwing it up in the lane there on a great pass and a great look by Villegas was Kennedy McGrath that couldn't get the shot. Controlling the rebound is Trey Campbell. He'll outlet it to Kyrie Holloway. Holloway, 6'1" senior, getting some attention from some junior colleges around the nation. Potential college basketball player, and Kyrie Holiday. Mountain Point wearing their road black trimmed in gold, and the Boulder Creek Jaguars wearing their home white trimmed in scarlet. Just underway here inside the J. Jaguar Gymnasium. Holiday Hoops Fest 2012. The Pride and the Jaguars. One shot in the lane. There's a jumper by Campbell, and it doesn't go. And Coach Windler wants a timeout right away. It's the 6:45 mark of the first quarter. Both teams trying to shake off the cobwebs here, Vic.
Yeah, it was a zone half-court trap, and I think Coach Windler's a little frustrated trying to get his zone offense going here, and got a couple shaky looks on their first two possessions.
The Jags had a great look by Kennedy McGrath in the paint, just couldn't get the jump shot to go. Nice offensive work on the boards by A.J. Villegas to continue the play and extend that play, but the Jags couldn't get it to.
We got two offensive boards in the same possession, smallest man on the floor.
You got to like that. A.J. Villegas, a 5'10" junior, getting some valuable minutes in the starting lineup for Randy Walker. No score. And we welcome in our audience on BCHSLive.com. Our producer tonight, Mike Myers. And Johnny Panfill gets the basketball in backcourt. And drawing the defensive assignment right there is Emmanuel Butler over in the corner to Villegas. They try to get it on a set play to Rivola, and they can't get it done, and they turn it over underneath. And charging the baseline hard was Emmanuel Butler. And we have a stop and play. John White right there to make the call. And picking up the personal foul is the captain for the Jags, Johnny Panfill.
Watch 32 coming down the middle here. It pops.
32 is Chris Davis, a 6'6" junior. He has some upside.
Coach Walker changing defenses now. He's a straight 2-3 without a trap.
And now they swing it around the perimeter and bouncing it down low on the baseline there, and passing it across court was Trey Campbell. Quick look inside, and they can't get it as Campbell loses the handle on it, and Mountain Point will turn it over.
Little different than last night, Kevin. 0-0.
6:06 to go. Still no score in the first quarter. Johnny Panfill up out of backcourt for the Jags. Little pick and roll there with Vivola, and they can't convert on it. Another turnover for the Jags. Holloway with it. Baseline jumper, shot doesn't go, and a foul. A.J. Villegas will be whistled for the personal. So two personals already for the Jaguars, as Johnny Panfill picked up a quick one, and now Villegas has one. Inbounding the basketball underneath his own basket is Kyrie Holloway, and inbounds it to Trey Campbell. One bounce on the paint, goes up strong with it, and he lays it in and scores. That's the first bucket of the basketball game. Trey Campbell with the basket for the Pride. Panfill crosses over Emmanuel Butler, and now he's at right wing. Good feed underneath to Vivola. One bounce, shot up, blocked, and gets it back and puts it right back up and scores is Ray Vivola. Chris Davis blocked the shot, and he did indeed just that. Stay with it and got the bucket. It's 2-2 here. And bouncing it, losing it in the paint, picking up the loose basket was Chris Davis. And another foul underneath here. Loose ball foul. They're going to whistle Chris Davis with this one. So Chris Davis is whistled for the personal foul, the loose ball variety. 2-2 our score, 5:17 to go, first quarter action. Holiday Hoops Fest 2012. Another high post screen from Vavola, and McGrath has it. One bounce towards the basket. He'll step back at three-point range. Marcus Jarrett has it on the far side. Back to Panfield to McGrath to Villegas. Baseline left. Goes all the way in, and he'll draw a foul. Kyrie Holloway there, and let's see who they whistle a foul on. They do indeed call Kyrie Holloway with the personal foul. That's his first. And going to the free throw line for the Jaguars is A.J. Villegas in a 2-2 ball game. The right-handed shooter bounces it up and down at the free throw line, and he'll stroke this one and off the front of the iron. It won't go. Jags trying to take their first lead of this basketball game at the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter.
Mountain Point is not a real deep team, Kevin, and that could loom, try to get these two stars in foul trouble. Got one on Holloway. Got in a little bit of foul trouble yesterday in their first round matchup.
That was in the win over the Perspectives Academy for the Pride. Villegas' next free throw attempt, it does go, and the Jags have their first lead of the game as Villegas will drive the defensive assignment on Kyrie Holloway right there at half court. And right there,
It's two
caught
on
with
him.
his hand in the cookie jar is A.J. Villegas.
That's two on him, and
Indeed, it is two personals on him, and Coach Walker will let him play basketball right now as Holloway said thank you to our official, Rich Estabrook, for that call, kind of a sarcastic thank you very much on the hack. But either way, Pride has the basketball, and handling it is Isaiah Ledford right there at midcourt.
I think we
Now
got
it's the big fella, Chris Davis.
box and one here. Villegas on Holloway.
Davis, one bounce in the lane, a little floater, it's good. The big fella, Chris Davis with a bucket. It's 4-3. Over the corner, Marcus Jarrett has it. Mountain Point with a man-on-man defense right there. Great look underneath. Panfield to Vavola, and Vavola gets the layup. And there's a near steal in backcourt by Villegas as Holloway nearly had his pocket picked. There's a one-handed pass by Davis, and it's stolen by McGrath. Here comes Kenny McGrath, but he's cut off there by Chris Davis, and there's a foul on the court away from the basketball. Rich Estabrook right there to make the call, and they're going to call that foul on
Holloway drew a second.
on Kyrie Holloway. I paused there to just make sure I was reading the long team scoreboard correctly. Kyrie Holloway will come out of this basketball game. Austin Skolkin will check back in. So Holloway, just as Vic Littman predicted, would pick up a personal foul. There's a three try by Downey, who just checks in this game. Offensive rebound by McGrath. His shot won't go, and here comes Mountain Point with the basketball. At the half-court line, it's Isaiah Ledford. He'll set shop up right there as the Jags set up with a 2-3 defense. Over in the right wing now with it is Austin Skolkin. Back top of the circle, it's Isaiah Ledford. Over in the left wing now, handling the basketball is number 3, and that's Emmanuel Butler. Butler is a 6'3" junior. Right in front of the Jaguars court, and throwing it away is Austin Skolkin. He turned it over, and Coach Windler is absolutely beside himself at the outset of this basketball game. He's frustrated, to say the least. He wants a timeout at the 3:27 mark of the first quarter. Our score, Boulder Creek 5 and Mountain Point 4. Vic?
They just can't seem to figure out the switching defenses of Boulder Creek. Switched it 2 or 3 times. Real truth in real estate at the Prickett Group. That's more than a slogan. It's the way they do business. Nobody knows Anthem Homes inside and out better than Chris Prickett. Visit www.thepricketgroup.com for the best and most accurate home search on the web. Chris Prickett Real Estate, 623-297-2557.
Thank you, Vic. 5-4, Boulder Creek with a lead. That's the second timeout of the game used by head coach Aaron Windler. Kenny McGrath will inbound the basketball to the captain, Johnny Panfill. Up out of backcourt. He's at the 10-second line now. He's at the perimeter there. They try to set up a little screen for him at the top of the circle. Panfill the baseline underneath to Vavola baseline. Shot, reverse layup, doesn't go, and Davis gets the rebound. They turn it over, it's kicked. Vavola gets it back, he'll lay it up, and he can't get the shot. McGrath with the rebound, he'll put it up, and he can't get the shot, but he does draw another foul. Feverish action here in the first quarter for the Jaguars. On the court right now is Ray Vavola, Kennedy McGrath, Johnny Panfill, Matt Downey, And checking in is Marcus Lang, who came in after that last stop and play. Going to the free throw line is Kennedy McGrath, picking up that personal foul. Emmanuel Butler, that's his first of the contest.
Boulder Creek going to go man here now with Holloway out of the game. I think coach is thinking that stay out of the zone, switching defenses on him at pretty much every free throw.
The left-hand shooting Kennedy McGrath strokes the first one. The 6'1" junior is on the score sheet tonight. Ray Vavola has 4 points for the Jaguars as Austin Onerheim up off the bench for the Jags. Next free throw attempt, a beauty. Nothing but nylon for Kennedy McGrath, and he'll come out of this game. Jordan Hughes and Austin Onerheim will check in, and Marcus Jarrett will spell Johnny Panfill at the 3:04 mark of the first quarter, 7-4. Jaguars with their largest advantage of the evening. And up out of backcourt for Mountain Point is Isaiah Ledford. If you're wondering about Jalen Brown, the stud wide receiver for Mountain Point, he's elected to focus on football, and why not? The Gatorade Player of the Year has Division I talent galore. Another foul here. Marcus Lang will pick up the foul. And going to the free throw line for the Pride, Trey Campbell, trying to add to his total on the evening. His first free throw attempt is good. And now entering the basketball game is Dominic Reyes, the 6'2", 180-pound junior, will come in for Coach Aaron Windler. The Pride trailing by 2. Jordan Hughes and Onerheim underneath for the Jags. That shot doesn't go, and Jarrett had a chance at the rebound, and it falls right into the hands of number 5, and he can't get the shot, and that's Austin Skolkin. Jarrett with a rebound. He'll outlet it to Matt Downey, the freshman, running the show for the Boulder Creek Jaguars, as Jordan Hughes has it at three-point range. One bounce in the corner, 3 try for Lang. The shot doesn't go, but he draws a foul. And my best guess is, Vic, he'll go to the free throw line shooting 3.
He's going to shoot 3. Coach Windler's beside himself. Never foul a jump shooter.
Marcus
Just
Lang.
contest that shot, and you're right on him, and all of a sudden you jump when he jumps, and he jumps right into him.
So Skolkin picks up the foul. That's his first, the 5'10" senior. He came in when Kyrie Holloway picked up his second whistle of this first quarter. Marcus Lang's first free throw attempt is good. The next one is on its way, and it's good. 2 for 2. Marcus Lang with a couple of points, playing in that 6th-man role somewhat for Randy Walker.
That sub, I think, threw off his rhythm there, Kevin. I don't know if he's got 3 in a row in him. Oh,
and the next free throw,
3 in a row.
Absolutely nice job there at the free throw line for Marcus Lang. It's 10-5. Boulder Creek with their largest lead of the game. Here comes number 11. That's Vernon Daniels, who's just checked in here for Aaron Windler. Over to Isaiah Ledford, and Ledford traveled with it. So, I beg your pardon, that was Austin Skolkin. Skolkin with the turnover. Emmanuel Butler will have a seat. And Jordan Hughes inbounds the basketball right in front of the Jaguar bench to Matt Downey. Matt Downey just past the 10-second line. Over in the corner to Jarrett. A 3 try. It is too strong. And Hughes hustles down to get the rebound. Here's Matt Downey, top of the key 3, and shot it wide. Rebound is Vavola. He'll put it up and in. Ray Vavola, yeoman's work on the glass, does a nice job there. Gets the offensive rebound and the putback. And the Jags extend their lead to 12-5. Here's Daniels with it. Cut off in the paint. There's a 3 try. It's too strong. Wouldn't go for Dominic Reyes.
Vavola is just cleaning the boards on both ends of the court.
He absolutely is doing a great job of rebounding. He gets it at the free throw line. One dribble down to the lane, and there's going to be a foul called here by Rich Estabrook. And they're going to call a player control foul on Ray Vavola. I think he got hip checked in the lane.
Yes, he did. We were both blocked, and I think the official was blocked too.
Interesting call there, but either way, Boulder Creek will turn it over. Matt Downey will pick up Vernon Daniels at the midcourt line. Vernon Daniels will cross over Downey, and now there is a 5-second violation. Nice job of defending Vernon Daniels was the freshman Matt Downey, 5'7" freshman on the 5'8" senior guard. How about that? And the Jags pick up the turnover.
Shaky body language early on here by this Mountain Point team.
A little bit. Who just checked back in here? Kennedy McGrath after that quick whistle. So for the Randy Walker, it's Panfield, McGrath, Vivola, Downey, and Marcus Jarrett. There's a step back shot by Johnny Panfield at the free throw line. He knocked that jumper down right in his zone. He looks so good doing that, this Johnny Panfield. It's 14-5, 9-point advantage now for the Jags. Daniels again stopped as he penetrated in the lane, and they just suffocate him, sack in defensively. Daniels with a left-handed shot, doesn't go. It's an air ball. They volleyball a rebound, and grabbing it there, but stepping out of bounds at the same time was Austin Skolkin. 57.1 in the first quarter, 14-5. Boulder Creek with a lead. If the Jags win, they'll play in the championship game of the 2012 Holiday Hoops Fest tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, right near there. Downey, a three try in the corner, it doesn't go. They fight for the rebound, and grabbing the rebound in the corner is Trey Campbell. Trey Campbell will hand the basketball off to the senior Vernon Daniels. Left-handed Vernon Daniels over to Campbell. Here's a three try at right wing, won't go for Austin Skolkin. They volleyball the rebound, they lose it, it's on the floor. Campbell lost it again, and they grab it in the corner, and Johnny Panfield draws the foul.
Mountain Point is almost in a panic state, and we are in the first quarter.
So Austin Skolkin, playing for Kyrie Holloway, has 2 fouls. 20.5 to go in the first quarter. Inside the Jaguar Gymnasium, Johnny Panfield in backcourt, up and down with the right hand, he'll cross over. Jags again wearing their home white, trimmed in scarlet with those burgundy maroon Nike high tops. There's a three try in the corner by Spencer McGrath, and it doesn't go.
He's your designated three-point shooter.
McGrath couldn't get that to go. Remember that name, I beg your pardon, that number change. McGrath wearing 12, and Trevor Miller is wearing number 30. And Matt Downey will come in. McGrath will sit back down. Quick bit of work there for McGrath. Campbell inbounds it. Daniels loses the handle on the backcourt, and this is how first quarter is going to end. From Jaguar Gymnasium, our score, Boulder Creek 14, Mountain Point 5. Vic Lippman, Kevin Derryberry. We'll be right back.
Are you currently looking to purchase or refinance your existing home? Rates are still at historic lows, and now is the time to invest in your future. Team Creed and Nova Home Loans has multiple programs to fit any family's needs. Apply online today at teamcreed.com or call us at 602-549-9559.
Anything notable?
Again, apply today at teamcreed.com or call us today at 602-549-9559.
They're shooting the free throws well. Getting to the line is going to...
Murphy's Pool and Service and Repair in Anthem is your best local choice for pool service and repairs in Anthem. Owned by Anthem residents, Murphy's Pool Service and Repairs is a proud sponsor of the Boulder Creek Jaguars.
14-5 our score at the end of quarter number 1. Inside the Jaguar Gymnasium, Kevin Derryberry alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Vic Lippman. Vic once again hanging out with us because where's our man, Homer Lopez?
Idaho.
AWOL.
He's in Idaho, on his way back.
He's in Idaho.
Miss Homer.
All right, so Kenny McGrath gets the ball on the low block. Sees a wide open Marcus Jarrett. Jarrett can't get the shot, but right there to get the offensive rebound and the putback was Ray Vivola, and he'll pick up the and one. First shot out of the barrel in the second quarter, fired by the Jaguars at 16-5. Vivola has a chance to pick up the three-point play. Picking up the foul was Trey Campbell. That's his first. So Vivola, who already has 6 points in the first quarter, now has 8 to lead all scorers.
Holloway back in the lineup. Got 2 fouls.
Kyrie Holiday. Check that. That's Kyrie Holloway. Holloway with the basketball right now in between the rings. He'll drive right, kick it to the corner on a high arching three-point shot. It doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Davis. He can't get it. Putback doesn't go. Gets another rebound, and he'll put this one in, and he draws a foul. Count the bucket. Chris Davis with the basket.
Mountain Point strength right now is pretty much throwing it up there, Kevin, and having Davis and Trey Campbell going and get it. Right now they can't seem to get anything going offensively. 7 points in 9 minutes.
The free throw attempt by Davis rims around and won't go. They volleyball it around, and Ray Vavola gets the rebound. He'll cross court it to Panfill. Panfill tried to get a no-look into McGrath in the paint, and this ball was stolen. Here comes Kyrie Holloway, coast to coast in the paint, and he loses the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds. It might have been knocked out of bounds by the Jags. Great defense there, and a nice take to the rack by Kyrie Holloway. 16-7 our score.
Watch Holloway coming off a screen here in the corner.
That's Emmanuel Butler. Emmanuel Butler, 6'3" junior. There's a wild shot there underneath by Butler. It doesn't go. McGrath with a rebound, and they kind of double team him defensively, and somebody draws a foul. McGrath draws the foul. And they'll give that foul to Chris Davis. That's going to be his second. And you look at the fouls right now with 7:02 to go in the second quarter. It's 8 fouls for Mountain Point, 6 for Boulder Creek. We're going to spend some time at the foul line here in this second quarter.
I think there's a break there. I think that foul was on in the backcourt was on Emmanuel Butler, and they gave the foul to Davis.
Kennedy McGrath is 6'1" junior now, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. McGrath, a good-looking free throw shooter. Next one is short, and Davis grabs the rebound. He'll get the ball in the backcourt to Isaiah Ledford. Waits for the trailing Davis. Davis crosses the man over at the free throw line, and A.J. Villegas
That's 3.
might be there to draw that foul.
That's his third.
It is A.J. Villegas, and that is indeed his third foul. So Marcus Lang quickly off the bench for Randy Walker, and Villegas will step back out. 6:53 to go to halftime, 17-7, 10-point game. And much like last night, Vic, in the second quarter, the opposing team against Boulder Creek is picking up some points with the clock stopped. Chris Davis' free throw attempt won't go. That 1-and-1 would not go. McGrath with a rebound to Panfill. Over to Jarrett in the corner. Jarrett dribbles out of traffic, gets a good shot off, and just couldn't get it to go. Cross-court pass to Ledford, back to Holloway. Holloway shot doesn't go. They volleyball the rebound. Here comes Johnny Panfill with it. Here's Panfill at the free throw line. Stop, pop, and can't get the shot. Rebound, McGrath crashing the boards. And they fight forward, and grabbing that rebound and commanding control was Trey Campbell.
Great hustle there by McGrath.
Cut off of the baseline there was Kyrie Holloway. Nice defense there by Marcus Jarrett. Isaiah Ledford in between the rings, back to Holloway. To Ledford. Over in the corner right in front of the Jaguar bench was Trey Campbell. Back to Ledford. All kinds of instruction from the Pride bench right now. Holloway picks up his dribble. Over to Ledford. Back to Butler.
Not getting much done there.
Coach Wendell wanted a timeout. There's another steal by Boulder Creek. One-handed pass to Lang, and he'll stop at the baseline. He got caught in the short corner. There's a three-try by McGrath, and it's good. Henry McGrath knocks down the triple. Aaron Windler he's indeed beside himself at this point right now. All kinds of frustration on the Pride bench. Timeout on the court. It's 20-7 Boulder Creek.
It's that zone offense, that zone defense is driving them crazy.
It's a full timeout. Kennedy McGrath continues to provide a spark offensively for Boulder Creek. Just a couple of games ago, we had 21. Was that the Sierra Linda game?
That
or
was
the game
Deer Valley, the last game before the tournament.
Deer Valley 21, double digits again with 10 points against Sierra Linda. Well, Boulder Creek playing some very good defense, and right now the Pride, they are frustrated beyond belief.
Can't seem to get out of their own way.
They cannot take care of the basketball, and they continue to fight themselves internally here, but it's 20-7, and as the Jaguars had a 14-point lead last night, they did let the Palo Verde Titans get back into the basketball game, so Boulder Creek will have to continue to apply pressure throughout 4 quarters of this one if they want to play in the championship game of their own tournament tomorrow night. That's the 2012 Holiday Hoops Fest.
Now, with their foul trouble, it's going to be tough for them to full court press and try to get back in this game.
Desert Mountain
They're going to have to improve their efficiency on offense.
has already advanced to the title game by virtue of their win over Hamilton earlier. Nice job of penetrating and creating there was Isaiah Ledford. To no avail, they kick it around on the court, and Kyrie Holloway will inbound the basketball for the Pride.
Kevin, have they completed 2 passes in a row without a deflection?
Well, there's one, and there is 2. So they have indeed to answer the question, but there's a cross-court pass in the far side to Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes, I believe, just checked in.
It's about their limit.
He tries to get a pass to Holloway, and it's poked away by Marcus Lang. So Kyrie Holloway will inbound the basketball on the far side. He has it high over the shoulder, now inbound it in backcourt to Isaiah Ledford. Johnny Panfield will pick him up defensively. Up and down with it is Ledford. Cross-court pass to Reyes. Reyes surveys, and he draws a foul. I'm not sure what Rich Estabrook saw right there, but
Lang was into him. Lang was playing. It looks like they're playing a 1-on-1 with Lang guarding Holloway, and he got into him pretty good off the ball.
So Marcus Lang is whistled for the personal foul. For Lang, that is his second personal, I believe. It is indeed his second. Holloway to the line. First free throw attempt is good. Trey Campbell returns to the court for Aaron Windler and the Mountain Point Pride. Emmanuel Butler will get a breather. Holloway from the free throw line. His next free throw attempt, kind of a line drive shot, doesn't go. And John White there to whistle the lane violation on Boulder Creek.
It's a second lane violation. You can live many a day and not see 2 of those called in the same game.
It has happened. These guys are calling everything. When I mean everything, I'm saying we have 16 fouls at the 4:53 mark till halftime, and they're calling lane violations as well. And an 11-point advantage here for the Jags. Marcus Jarrett with it in the near corner. Cross-court pass to Lang. Driving on the baseline on the right side was Marcus Lang, and he picks up another foul.
Number 4 for Mountain Point.
So
Reyes.
Dominic Reyes whistled for the foul. That's his first.
Not in any defensive stance at all. He's playing him straight up. Lang one dribble and he's
Who'd they
fine.
give that foul on?
Reyes.
Just looking out for our scorekeeper here for the Pride. He just tried to put Chris Davis in some severe foul trouble right there. Having a good time with him here at the 2012 Holiday Hoops Fest. They got us packed in like sardines on this press row. And hitting both free throws.
It's a diamond and 1 here.
Marcus Lang.
And they look at the middle.
All right, we return to action. Davis has the ball dropped off to him in the short corner. He'll go high up on the glass and lay that in. Nice inside basket there by Chris Davis. I think Coach Windler would like to see them live right there in the paint, and good defense there by the Pride on this exchange down as the Jaguars turn it over. Jordan Hughes and Matt Downey will come in. Kennedy McGrath, Marcus Jarrett will sit down at the 4:23 mark. 22-11, Boulder Creek with the lead. Check that, Marcus Jarrett will remain in the game.
Marcus
so
Lang
it's Downey.
came out.
Beg your pardon?
Lang came out here.
Lang did come out.
And now they got Downey on the 1-on-1 on Holloway.
So your 5 right now for Coach Walker is Panfield, Jarrett, Downey, Hughes, and Vavola. 22-11. Great pass and a great look and a great take by Kyrie Holloway. He draws the and 1. He lost his shoe in the process. Vavola is whistled for the personal foul. So that's Ray's second. 9 fouls apiece as Holloway has a chance to complete the 3-point play.
Could be a battle of attrition here with the foul trouble, Kevin. You got Vavola with 2, Villegas with 3, and you got Holloway and Chris Davis with 2 each.
Holloway completes the 3-point play, and it's 22-14. And now there's a steal. Great look underneath, and there's the stuff by Chris Davis. Give the assist to Trey Campbell. Chris Davis with a slam dunk, and it's now 22-16, and there's another turnover by Boulder Creek.
Look for a timeout.
Here's Holloway with it. Holloway cut out there by Matt Downey. Handling the basketball in between the rings is Trey Campbell. Over on the far side, it's Dominic Reyes as they double team him. Back to Campbell. Campbell will just hand it to Kyrie Holiday at the 3:36 mark. Right wing was Austin Skolkin, and he traveled with a basketball. I don't know if you credit that to Panfill coming over or Downey right there, but they are frustrated for the Pride bench right now. Another turnover as Boulder Creek will inbound it in front of the Jaguar bench. Randy Walker wearing the beige pants tonight with the light blue shirt. Navy blazer. Nice ensemble tonight for Coach Walker. There's a three try in the corner by Marcus Jarrett. He can't buy a bucket. He just can't buy a bucket.
Well, back to the line.
Another foul. Kyrie Holloway is thrown down in the backcourt by Jordan Hughes. So Holloway will go to the free throw line with a double bonus situation. 1 plus the penalty for 2 shots. 3:11 to go till halftime. It's 22-16. Boulder Creek led by as many as 11, maybe more. Have to double check the scoring here, but it was 11 a minute ago, and now it's 22-16. Holloway back at the free throw line.
We're in the double bonus here. 3 minutes to go in the half.
Marcus Lang and Kennedy McGrath will return to the hardwood for the Jaguars. Holloway, next free throw attempt is good. The junior was a very, very strong player a year ago, Mountain Point. There's another steal on the inbound play, and the shot wouldn't go. Getting the loose change underneath and laying it in and scoring is Chris Davis. It's now 22-19. Boulder Creek's one-time lead has evaporated. And Vovola underneath gets the +1. Panfill with another great look underneath, and Vovola with the basket and the foul. They're going to whistle that foul.
Number 4, Reyes.
To Dominic Reyes. That's his second.
Nice three-point play, old style for Vovola.
And Vovola picks up. There's a steal by Panfill all the way to the hoop, laying in with the right hand. He can't get the shot. Reyes get the rebound to Holloway. Coach Walker wanted to foul on that one. Jump shot by Holloway doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. Back to Reyes. Reyes tries to get it underneath to Emmanuel Butler, and there was a kicking violation. There's a steal.
Got away with it.
Here comes Johnny Panfill. As Davis out there reaching. That's a silly foul. That's his third foul of the half, and that is not a smart foul.
No, not 40 feet from the basket.
You don't want your big man out there on the other team's best player for one. The mind was thinking right there. Chris Davis, a 6'6" power forward, came out on the perimeter to defend Johnny Panfill, and he picked up his third personal.
He really was getting them back in the game, and then he goes and puts himself for the remainder of the half on the bench.
8 points in the quarter for Davis. 26-19. Next free throw attempt by Panfill is good. 27-19, it's back up to 8.
They're trapping a little bit now.
Emmanuel Butler with it. He drives right of the key. Jump shot good. Off the glass and in. Emmanuel Butler got that one to go down. Here comes Johnny Panfill as Butler defends him. Over in the corner to Matt Downey. Back to Johnny Panfill. Panfill with it at the perimeter. Up and down with the left hand. Now he tries to cross over, and good defense there at the top of the circle by the Pride defense. There's a shot by Panfill. It won't go. It's an air ball.
That's a tough shot.
Credit the defense to Emmanuel Butler as well. Here's Kyrie Holloway at the top of the circle. Over in the corner. A 3-try. It is good. That's a 3-point goal by Isaiah Ledford, and it's 27-24.
Watch for Vovola.
1:33 to go. 27-24. Here comes Johnny Panfill. They double team him in between the rings. Matt Downey got it back to Lang. Lang in the paint, and he'll get a shot off. Another whistle, and he'll call a foul. And Rich Estabrook whistles the foul on Marcus Lang.
That was the right call.
Player control foul to Marcus Lang.
He gives you a jump stop there, and he's got a bounce pass for Bavola for a layup.
So Marcus Jarrett will spell Marcus Lang, who will sit the rest of the half with 3 fouls in a 3-point game. Isaiah Ledford.
Ledford, sophomore guard, has a little bounce in his step right now after hitting that 3. He's looking again.
Now handling the basketball at right wing was Vernon Daniels, and he just throws it into the stands. That's a turnover for the Pride. 1:01 to go till halftime, 27-24. Johnny Panfield directing traffic from backcourt as Matt Downey gets himself in position. Waiting for Vavola on the baseline. Great feed underneath on the baseline by Matt Downey. And laying it in and scoring is Ray Vavola. Another strong first half by the Jaguars, Ray Vavola. 29-24, Boulder Creek with the lead. At the free throw line, right at the right elbow, was it Trey Campbell. There's a 3 try by Dominic Reyes. So Dominic Reyes gets on the score sheet with a 3-point goal.
You got to give up something with these guys. I mean, you're going to live and die with that outside shot. Vavola is inside, and he's so tough.
Another shot on the low block by Ray Vavola. Great job of penetrating and creating by Johnny Panfield. There's a shot by Daniels. He'll drop it off for Campbell. He'll lay it in and score. Nice job of penetrating and getting that done by the Mountain Point Pride. Our score at halftime, after all that, Boulder Creek 31 and Mountain Point 29. Vic, you would have thought this at the beginning of the second quarter, but we've got a dandy on our hands.
Yeah, frenetic pace there to end the second quarter. Both teams stepped it up a little bit.
We've got 10 minutes, right? We're doing 8 or 10. 10 or 8, guys. 10.
At this point, they are trying to determine how much time at halftime. They're going to go with 10 minutes. It's a good call. They always go with 10.
Not always.
You're watching this game on bchslive.com. More with Vic Littman at halftime. We'll be right back. Back with you inside Jaguar Gymnasium. Kevin Derryberry alongside my broadcast partner tonight is Vic Lippman. Little shout out to Homer Lopez driving back from Idaho. He's probably picking up this game on his podcast on iTunes or something of that nature. So shout out to Homer. Maybe he'll back for championship Saturday, maybe not.
I could be getting axed.
I'm just bringing up the mere facts.
Yeah.
31-29. Right now, what looked to be really a convincing basketball game through the first quarter for the Jaguars and Randy Walker. They let down again in the second quarter. A very big lead, at least 11, and they kind of squandered that. Now only with a 2-point advantage here. What can you say about Reva Vola? 15 points in the first half for this young man. He continues to get it done in the paint.
Yeah, they get look into him. He runs the floor on the break. He's got great hands, great offensive rebounder. When he gets an offensive rebound, a lot of coaches nowadays look for that offensive rebounder to kick it out. But Vola is just a great finisher. It's almost he almost has an old school big man mentality in there. He's just a legitimate low post player and very undersized at about 6'4".
And you also have to credit the front court, the Downies and the Panfills that continue to get him the basketball. It definitely takes two to tango, and so they are getting him the basketball in very good position to score with it. And without that offense, you look at the production for Boulder Creek, 31 points, 15 of that by Reva Vola. I'm hoping in the second half they can get some production out of Johnny Panfill a little bit from the perimeter, get him going in that mid-range jump shot. And then Matt Downey off the bench last night, a career high. I don't believe he's on the score sheet tonight.
No, he's had 3 nice looks, and it's a tough spot for a freshman. It's a big stage for him, playing against some tough athletic guards, but he's hung in there well. I thought he did a nice job. He looked like he was the third option. Villegas and Lang started on Holloway, and he drew 3 fouls out of both of them, and now they got Downey on him a little bit, which was a tough matchup. But Boulder Creek's changing defenses are giving them some trouble, and I think they really hung in, and I think they're almost fortunate to have a lead, but I think they definitely can play with these guys.
We'll catch you up on the foul trouble after some more word from Vic Lippman and our sponsors right here at halftime. It's the Boulder Creek Halftime Show. We'll be right back.
Real truth in real estate at the Prickett Group. That's more than a slogan. It's the way they do business. Nobody knows Anthem Homes inside and out better than Chris Prickett. Visit www.theprickettgroup.com for the best and most accurate home search on the web. Murphy's Pool Service and Repair in Anthem is your best local choice for pool service and repairs in Anthem. Owned by Anthem residents, Murphy's Pool Service and Repair is a proud sponsor of the Boulder Creek Jaguars. If you have a pool and you have a problem, Murphy's Pool Service and Repair means problem solved. Call Murphy's Pool Service and Repair at 480-251-1198. Visit them on the web at murphyspool.com or find them in and Out magazine. We have the final. The winner of this game will take on Desert Mountain in the final. Desert Mountain, a pretty easy winner over Hamilton High School. Desert Mountain is the defending champs of this tournament.
And Desert Mountain in that game against Hamilton, Todd Fazio's defense is playing as well as any team in the state right now. And you credit their program. They want to play tough teams. They asked for the toughest draw in this tournament that they could possibly get, and they're getting it. They're winning the games, and they're going to play in the championship tomorrow night.
Yes, looking to defend their championship, to be a 2-time winner of the Walker Holiday Hoop Fest tournament. They shoot the ball well, play great team defense.
I told you about the foul trouble. For the Jags tonight, A.J. Villegas with 3.
I think Marcus
Lang has 3, and Reva Vola has 2. On the flip side, Chris Davis had all 8 points of his scoring tonight for Mountain Point in that second quarter. He's got 3 personal fouls. Kyrie Holloway is playing with 2, as is Austin Skulkin. one of the things that I picked up on the Pride in the second quarter, we talked about the patience that their coaching staff did not have in the first quarter. They used a couple timeouts right away. They demonstrated a little more patience in the second quarter, I thought, and their team, they were able to respond and get some better looks.
There's still 3 timeouts in. They got 2 left, but I think what helped them is the play of the sophomore Isaiah Ledford hit a big 3, and then Dominic Reyes hit a 3. And if they get anything out of those guys in the second half, it's going to be a tough game for the Jags. Jags need to find a shooter along with Vivola.
And I'm going to say that shooter is going to be Matt Downey. Will be able to answer the bell and get a couple good looks. He talked about his 3 good looks in the first half. He just couldn't get those shots to go down. And, I don't know what they asked for or what they expect out of Kennedy McGrath, but he continues to battle on the boards, play good defense, and he's been getting to the free throw line, Vic.
Picks up loose balls. He's a junk player, but he always seems to be around the basketball. Plays fearless on the offensive end of the court. I'd look for Marcus Jarrett maybe to step up here.
You know, that's a great call. I'd like to see that young man get his offense in gear, but that's one of the things that we haven't seen. Second half action right after this. A very, very special hello out to Colette Hughes, Nanny we call her. She's out in Delray Beach, Florida, and she's watching her grandson Ray Vivola have a career night in the first half with 15 points. So Colette, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. We hope you have a great, happy, and safe holiday and New Year's. All right, back to action, 31-29. Vic Lippman, Kevin Derryberry with you. Boulder Creek with a 2-point lead.
Jags in a straight 2-3 zone to open up the half.
Over the
Trap
corner
the corners.
Absolutely trapping him in the corner now and handling the basketball for Mountain Point is Emmanuel Butler. There's a 3-try by Kyrie Holiday. It won't go. A right wing 3-try wouldn't go, but he draws the foul. And wouldn't you know it, inside not even a minute, we're picking up another foul. And that's the second personal of the game for Kennedy McGrath, and Kyrie Holiday, I beg your pardon, Kyrie Holloway will go to the free throw line.
Here we go again with fouling that jump shooter.
I'm surprised that there's a whistle this early in the first half. I really am. I'm stunned that they're already calling fouls here in this game. It just surprises me with almost 21 plus whistles in the first half that they would call a foul in the first 40 seconds of the second half. Again, shocks me as Kyrie Holloway hits them both. 32-31, that's the first lead of the game for Mountain Point. Vivola underneath, shot is blocked out of bounds. Great defense there by Trey Campbell. So Holloway has done all of his scoring at the free throw line tonight.
That's 4 on Davis. Amazing.
Vivola underneath, can't get the shot but draws a foul.
Amazing how a kid could come in 51 seconds and a half. Get out of position on an inbounds play and then reach over and commit that foul.
So the 6'6" junior Chris Davis will have a seat with 4 personal fouls at the 7:09 mark in the third quarter.
Plays like that, Kevin, I'm glad I'm sitting in this chair.
That is frustrating. Vivola's next free throw attempt is good. I beg your pardon, that's his first. Dominic Reyes will come in and spell Chris Davis. That has got to be frustrating. You know, they mentioned to him probably 15, 20 times at halftime. You're playing with 2, be careful. Check that. You're playing with 3, be careful. And he picks up his 4th early on. Vavola's next free throw attempt, it's good. He's got 17 in the contest to lead all scores. And up out of backcourt with it is Isaiah Ledford over to Dominic Reyes, who pitched in with a three-point goal in the first half. Kyrie Holloway at top of the key. Over there is Emmanuel Butler with it. Back to Isaiah Ledford. Ledford in between the rings with it as Johnny Panfield will defend him. Over to Butler. Butler drives left to the goal. Baseline drive, and he will be called for a player control foul.
Great play by Vavola.
Emmanuel,
The kid telegraphed his move. Vavola saw it coming.
I beg your pardon there, Vic. Emmanuel Butler picks up the foul. That's his second of the game. Boulder Creek now forced with some pressure, some full court pressure. Holloway shoots from three-point range, and the shot is blocked out of bounds. And the Pride bench looking for a foul on that one.
I welcome the no call there.
I thought it was a good no call. Both coaches just fired up right now. And this one in a one-point game of the Holiday Hoops Fest. Everybody's enjoying their holiday in a one-point basketball game. Kyrie Holloway with the basketball. Back to Butler. Butler at left wing. Back to Holloway. Holloway over the shoulder with it. Cross-court pass to Ledford. Back to Butler. Now Holloway has it. Little jumper left at the elbow. Can't get the shot. And getting the rebound is Kennedy McGrath. Good rebound there by McGrath. Back to Villegas. Back to Panfield. Panfield drives to the right wing side of the court. McGrath with it at the top of the key. He looks, he's looking, and hands it right off to Johnny Panfield. Johnny Panfield left wing gets a screen from McGrath, tries to get it to Villegas, and he loses the handle on it. There's a turnover for Boulder Creek. Here comes Ledford. He'll drop it off in the hands of Emmanuel Butler, and Butler will lay it in and score. Cross-court pass to, I got screened off there as we got crashed into. Butler crashed into the table.
Look at Vavola with the basket. Look at Vavola. Just clean up the mess. We got a mess over here on the table.
So after all of that organized chaos, Dominic Reyes is whistled for the foul. That's his third. Ray Vavola will go to the free throw line with a chance to complete the three-point play, and it is good. Marcus Lang will come in. He's playing with 3 fouls. Villegas turned that last one over. He's had a tough night playing in foul trouble all evening long. 36-34. Here comes Mountain Point. Up out of backcourt with it is Isaiah Ledford. He'll hand the basketball to Trey Campbell. Campbell drives in the lane, back to Holloway. Holloway over to the corner to Ledford. Ledford thought about a three. Now he'll drive in. Off balance shot. The angle left doesn't go. Holloway now with it. Holloway bouncing. And he continues to keep the dribble alive. Dominic Reyes with it now at the free throw line in the corner. Left corner three by Ledford won't go. Reyes with a rebound. And there's a pass trying to get up top, and it's stolen by Johnny Panfield. Panfield has it poked away by Kyrie Holloway. Back and forth we go. Here comes Trey Campbell. Shot off the window and good. And he draws a foul.
That was a tough shot there.
Indeed it was
good
a tough
defense,
shot.
Better offense.
Trey Campbell gets the finish at the end, and he has a chance to put his team out in front by 1 with a free throw.
It's 3 on McGrath.
So Kennedy McGrath is what we could say in foul trouble. 5 fouls already called here. We haven't even played 3 minutes of the second half. Here's Matt Downey will come on, and he will give Kennedy McGrath a breather. McGrath playing with those 3 fouls, as Vic Lippman just told you that. So Downey will come in. He was my pick to spark the Jags offensively in the second half. Marcus Jarrett was Vic Lippman's pick. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping they both have success. 37-36, Mountain Point with a 1-point lead as Marcus Lang has it at right wing. Underneath to Vavola on a great attempt, but a tough attempt as Vavola couldn't get it. And good defense there by Trey Campbell. Boulder Creek will turn it over. Coach Windler all over. Let's say the bench of Mountain Point all over Isaiah Ledford as he comes off. Vernon Daniels will check in. for the Pride. He's a left-hander running the point. Over to Kyrie Holloway. Out the right elbow is Dominic Reyes, and he tries an interior pass to Trey Campbell, and it's kicked away. So Mountain Point will inbound the basketball underneath their own goal. It's Kyrie Holloway to Campbell. Over to Butler. Back to Holloway. Holloway shot doesn't go, and Marcus Jarrett's right there to pick up the foul. Now, to me, that one seemed like an easy one, Vic.
He came across. You can't foul that jump shooter, Kevin. You got to stay in front of him. That's a tough contested shot there.
So Jarrett, that's just his first personal of the contest, if you can believe that. Kyrie Holloway at the free throw line. He has made a living there tonight. He's been there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10, 12 times tonight.
Inbounding the ball under the basket, and you got to run the baseline there.
He has made 5 in a row from the charity stripe, has Kyrie Holloway. Largest lead of the game for the Pride. It's 39-36. Holloway has it as Downey will defend him. A high post screen there by Campbell. Holloway, a 3 try, it's good. Nice job of setting up that play by the Pride. Campbell and then Holloway, and Holloway knocked down the triple. It's 42-36, a 6-point lead for Mountain Point. As Panfield has the ball stolen on the crossover. It was poked away by Emmanuel Butler to Holloway. Inside 3-point range. He'll step up and knock down an 18-foot jump shot. It's good. And Kyrie Holloway is taking over this third quarter.
Need the TO there, Coach. Got to get it. Got away from us a little bit. Holloway got in a little bit of comfort zone. Is that his first? I think you burned 3. We're a minute 41 into the game and you had called 2.
16.
Is that on the edge you have?
Points tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got?
Let's see, 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Well, the Mountain Pride have come out of this third quarter out of the gate, really since the second quarter, and they have matched Boulder Creek blow for blow, but they have run up their lead to 8 points now, and Boulder Creek is going to have to dig themselves out of this one. Kyrie Holloway leads the way for the Pride with 16 points, getting a lot of that done at the free throw line. Vavola's got 21 for the Jaguars. As Johnny Panfield will handle the basketball right now for BC. Full coach Randy Walker, it's Marcus Lang, Marcus Jarrett, Ray Vavola, Matt Downey, and Johnny Panfield. Butler will defend Panfield.
Holloway looking in for Vavola here.
Matt Downey's entry pass to Vavola, they can't get it to go, they turn it over. 44-36. Vernon Daniels, 5'8" senior for Aaron Windler. Butler back to Daniels as Downey would defend him. Downey going back and forth in this zone defense. Set up there by Randy Walker and the Boulder Creek Jaguars. Kind of a 2-3 now, switching in and out of other components of it. And now Campbell has it at the free throw line at the left elbow. He dribbles out of traffic back to Kyrie Holloway. Here's Dominic Reyes with it. He tries to get the ball to Holloway, and it's stolen there by Johnny Panfield. Panfield has to go straight to the hoop, all the way to the basket. Count it, and oh, check that. Oh, my. Oh, wow. And Randy Walker is hot. He is absolutely hot, and I think John White did miss that one.
He missed it. Sliding his feet. It was a bang-banger. I think John White thought the other guy was going to make the call, and
oh my, hot coffee right there. That's too bad. And Randy Walker is irate. And I don't blame him on that one, 44-36. That one is a game changer. the captain, Panfield, took it hard at the goal and it got whistled for a player control foul. So here's Emmanuel Butler over to Vernon Daniels. Panfield guards him. Kyrie Holloway has it back to Daniels over in the corner. It's Isaiah Ledford. Back to Campbell, underneath to Butler. One bounce and up and in. Nice strong move underneath by Emmanuel Butler. It's 46-36, the Pride with a 10-point lead. Here's Johnny Panfield. Dribbles left in the corner to Lang.
Short.
A free try, it won't go. Campbell with a rebound. It's ripped out of his hands by Bavola. Bavola fighting for everything, and he has it stolen from him. Here's Holloway, drop it off for Butler. Reverse layup, good. Pride lead by 12 inside 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the momentum has changed greatly in this second half. Here's Matt Downey with it. Over to Panfield, they swing it to Jarrett. Back in the corner to Lang.
That's physical off the ball, 15.
And there is some activity away
15.
from the basketball on Trey Campbell. That will be his second. I think the Pride like the way that they're playing Ray Vavola right now. He scored 6 points early in the second half, and he has not scored since. Lang inbounds it to Panfield. Three try won't go.
It's not the
Onerheim is checked in. He's in. Also checking in is Khalil Salahuddin.
first appearance of the tournament, I believe.
It is indeed.
He almost took the court in his shooting shirt.
Here's Kyrie Holloway. 1:23 to go in a 12-point lead for the Mountain Point Pride. They would play the Desert Mountain Wolves tomorrow night in the championship game. Here's a three try in the corner. It won't go. Offensive rebound underneath is, I believe it's Butler, but he traveled with it. Emmanuel Butler, Vic, has done a great job on the offensive rebounds in this third quarter.
They've stepped up with Chris Davis in foul trouble. These bigs, Emmanuel Butler and Trey Campbell, have really stepped up in the post.
Great point. All of this with Chris Davis on the bench, approaching 1 minute in the third quarter. Matt Downey, a three try won't go.
It's not the way, Kevin, to get back in the game by shooting that quick three, because you're not making them work at all on defense, not using any energy at all. There's plenty of time left.
And now they get a foul underneath, a loose ball foul. They'll whistle Trey Campbell. And again, there's a foul before they can even inbound the basketball. Rich Estabrook is there to call another foul. So Emmanuel Butler playing with 3 fouls now. 48-36 still our score. There's a pass to Panfield. Spot up three short. Gets his own rebound. Jumper is good. Johnny Panfield gets the much-needed basket for BC. It's 10 points. Their deficit right now, 48-38. Ledford with it. Over to Butler. Butler drives in the paint. Right of the key. Off-balance shot. Doesn't go. Another foul's called. Rich Estabrook right there to make another foul. This one might be what they call a cosmetic call, a makeup call, if you will. But Emmanuel Butler with that player control foul. That's going to be his fourth. That is going to be tough to take for Mountain Point moving forward.
Lowered his shoulder. Maybe that's why he got that call. Also, what happened on the other end.
Winners bracket of the 2012 Holiday Hoops Fest from Anthem, Arizona, inside the Jaguar Gymnasium. Three try by Lang, it won't go. Marcus Lang, both Marcuses are having a tough night from the perimeter, Vic.
It's short. That's 3 on Panfield, I think.
That's a loose ball
McGrath
foul.
is 4. It's 4 on McGrath.
Picks it up.
That's 4.
It is indeed his 4th foul. My. 48-38. Slashing to the goal and taking it to the basket was Khalil Salahuddin. So Salahuddin with the basket. Lang, another three try in the corner. This one bounces around and goes over the backboard out of bounds.
And you look at the time. He takes the quick shot and he gives them 6 seconds.
Another quick three. 50-38. Largest lead of the night for Kyrie Holloway and the Mountain Point Pride. Holloway, a three try. It's good. Holloway, an off-balance three-point shot was good, and he draws the foul to boot. Coach Walker is this close to getting teed up right now.
He's close.
And I think he wants to. And Holloway draws the foul. Off-balance shot, 0.5 of a second remain. And the 4-point play is not good.
Was he behind the line there? I know we don't have the advantage of instant replay.
No, it was a legit three-pointer. After 3 quarters of play from Boulder Creek High School, our score, Mountain Point 53, Boulder Creek 38. Fourth quarter coming up next. Kevin Derryberry, Vic Lippman back with you inside the J Jaguar Gymnasium. Boulder Creek High School in Anthem, Arizona, home of the Jaguars, as Boulder Creek trails 53-38 as this fourth quarter has started. Spencer McGrath starts the fourth quarter.
How much is Chris Davis going to be around here? Chris Davis back in the game, playing about his 4th minute of the night. How long do you think he'll last?
Well, I'm not sure, but
he's got to know he has 4.
How long will Boulder Creek last in this fourth quarter? There's a 3 try by Holloway, doesn't go, gets his own rebound. He's at the free throw line, and he's forced into a travel by Ray Vavola. It's interesting how your frustration starts to change through the course of the ball game. That would have frustrated everybody on the Pride bench early in this game with a 53-38 lead. Ho-hum. And now everything is magnified for the Jags. 3 try in the corner by Jarrett, just will not go for him. Left it short at the front of the iron. Holloway with it. Nice lead pass there up to Isaiah Ledford. Ledford very quick to the paint. And Holloway has the basketball. Now dribbles out to the perimeter. Now he has it near midcourt. Here's Davis with a baseball pass in the corner to Ledford. Villegas has it, and he steals it.
This Mountain Point, they just throw passes you can't catch. He's throwing a one-handed firing bounce pass off the dribble.
There's Johnny Panfield over to Kenny McGrath. McGrath one-stop dribble in the lane. He can't get the shot, but he draws the foul. McGrath playing with 4 fouls. Trey Campbell up off the bench for Coach Aaron Wimler and the Mountain Point Pride, and right next to him is Emmanuel Butler. So some of the size returning to the court for Mountain Point. And how about that bucket by Khalil Salahudin to give the Pride a nice lift there in that third quarter. Salahudin off the bench. And as I just mentioned, Campbell and Butler back on the floor for Aaron Windler. Todd Fazio on the Desert Mountain Wolves, a very good basketball team. They'll play in that title game. Diego Magana, Mark Andrews, the Division I Player of the Year in football, is just a junior. It's all kinds of looks. So Desert Mountain, very, very good basketball team, very good coach, and an excellent staff. And they're number 3 in the state in Division I. So
Desert Mountain now 3. I think that Mesa Chavez is in the Phoenix Union tournament next week.
Let's ask you a little trivia question. Vic Littman, Division I, the Brophy Preparatory Broncos are 11-1. Their only one defeat has come to the hands of who?
The Horizon Huskies.
The Horizon Huskies and head coach Kip Clark right there. How about that?
Yes.
So Kip, if you're listening, rock on, my man. Got that one right there. Continue to have success over there, Horizon. But, hey, it's not easy. Coach Walker having a tough time tonight. His team down by 13 points, trying to get back
There's still time
into this game.
to get to Vivola and work through it inside out.
Vivola has 20 points. There's a near turnover, and there is a turnover as Jarrett poked it away, and actually coming in to save the day was Trey Campbell. So Campbell with it.
A.J. chasing Holloway, A.J. Villegas chasing Holloway, and a box and one.
So Campbell goes hard to the basket, and he'll draw the foul. Ray Vivola will pick up the personal. That's his third. Ray's got 20 points tonight, 20 of the BC's 40, just half. And it was that way at halftime. So the Jags continue to look for someone other than Ray Vivola to score the basketball. Right now, Marcus Lang and Marcus Jarrett, they couldn't throw it in the ocean right now, Vic. It saddens me to say that, but they continue to struggle.
Panful's contributed a little bit, but they still have gotten away from Vivola here. Still not too late.
It's still not too late, and there's a lot of basketball to play as Johnny Panfill has it for Kennedy McGrath. McGrath trying to drive, and he's cut off there by Kyrie Holloway. Nice defense there, and McGrath just throws it away. Another turnover there as Coach Walker does everything he can to keep his basketball team pumped up and in this one and not get discouraged. It's easy to be discouraged when you're down by 15 points, especially when you led by 11 at one point. Here's Chris Davis with it at the free throw line.
Another one of those passes I've been talking about.
And there's a turnover. There is absolutely no cheerleading of any kind to be conducted on the scorer's table, and I'm sure that everybody here is fully aware of that on this holiday weekend. 55-40 our score. Marcus Lang with the basketball. Marcus Jarrett now has it. He dribbles to the baseline. He frees up. A jump shot won't go. He missed it short to the front of the iron. My, oh my. Here's Kyrie Holloway. A little jump stop, little pass, kind of a flip pass. But missing that was Emmanuel Butler. Here's McGrath. The other end, he'll go up strong with it. Can't get the goal, but he does draw the foul. That's Dominic Reyes has picked up that foul.
Number 4.
It's 4 on him. Emmanuel Butler has 4, and Chris Davis has 4, and yet the Jags trail by 15. McGrath, next free throw attempt is short. Entering this basketball game is the 5'8" sophomore Isaiah Ledford. Ledford just a sophomore. So Kennedy McGrath, his next free throw attempt is no good. He's missing short on everything.
He's gone.
He draws a foul. And that's going to be on Chris Davis is my guess. We'll wait and see. His body language tells me it's him, but we'll see. And indeed, they do call it on Chris Davis. That's his 5th. I've been wrong before, Vic, on those thought fouls, those assumed fouls. You think it's going to be on so-and-so, and they call it on somebody else. So either way, Chris Davis is whistled for his 5th foul of the evening. He will foul out with 8 points, but as Vic pointed out early on, that bench play has really picked him up.
I think where Coach Windler is upset there is letting the foul shooter get his rebound.
McGrath is missed short, so Kennedy will go back to the free throw line for Randy Walker and have a chance to score the basket with no clock running off. 5:24
McGrath
to go.
back to the line after missing a pair and getting his own rebound and fouling out their big man.
Good hustle by Kennedy McGrath, the left-handed shooter, wearing those red Nikes. It's like some red Nike Airs. He's one of the few that aren't wearing that team shoe, but Marcus Lang and Kennedy McGrath both wearing the same shoe.
Might have been that 2-for-1 day.
I don't know if that's buy one, get one half off for the fellas, but they've got the same pair. Either way. All right, there's the next free throw attempt. Again, oddly, it misses short. I'm not sure if Boulder Creek is tired right now, but they're missing everything short. All right, very quick with the basketball was Isaiah Ledford. And now entering the game is Austin Skolkin. Holloway over to Ledford. Ledford back to Kyrie Holloway. Holloway.
On the line.
Three-point shot.
That was a 2.
Actually, it was a.
He was on the line.
It was a 2-pointer.
Nice move. Here we go again.
Shot.
How many short iron quick shots is Boulder Creek going to take here tonight?
There's another loose ball. Here comes Trey Campbell. Crosses over Panfill. Reverse layup. Doesn't go. McGrath gets the rebound. Here comes Kennedy McGrath. Bounce pass to Jarrett. He'll lay it in and can't get the shot. Boulder Creek playing out of control right now. There's a pass underneath to Skolkin. He stops, gives it back to Ledford. A 3-try, it doesn't go, and clearing the rebound, cleaning the glass down there was Ray Vavola. McGrath, another quick 3, it won't go. And Boulder Creek is all out of rhythm offensively as Kyrie Holloway has the basketball, and Aaron Windler hollering for a timeout. He'll get the timeout.
He'll have one left.
At 4:12 to go in the fourth and final quarter, our score, the Pride 57 and the Jaguars 41. Vic Littman will tell you more about the Jaguar sponsors.
Are you currently looking to purchase or refinance your existing home? Rates are still at historic lows, and now is the time to invest in the future. Team Creed and Nova Home Loans has multiple programs to fit any family's needs. Apply online today at teamcreed.com or call us at 602-549-9559.
Hear myself scream over you. Listen to the obnoxious off-color commentator. Sorry, man. I just have to cover.
Thank you, Vic. 57-41, 4:12 to go out of that timeout. Let's see what Boulder Creek can do. For the Jags, it's Marcus Jarrett, Johnny Panfill, Ray Vavola, Kennedy McGrath, and Matt Downey up off the bench. They need some offense. Let's see if they can get Matt Downey going. He had 15 off the bench last night. Let's see if we can get this youngster going. The freshman on the court right now. Emmanuel Butler with the basketball over to Kyrie Holloway. Randy Walker wants a push. He's looking for another push. Here's Ledford, hand it to Holloway. Holloway right at the free throw line. Jumper doesn't go. They tap it around off the glass. Still looking for it and grabbing the ball and had it stuffed right there. I beg your pardon. Well, no, Ray Vavola did stuff him. He tied up Emmanuel Butler jump ball. That's a rare call. A jump ball on a night where there's been 200 fouls called. A jump ball is a novel concept. 57-41, 3:47 to go on this one. The second half is belonged to Mountain Point.
That's a foul. Lang is looking at the ref, and he just tried to wrestle the ball from behind him.
That might be it for Lang. That's it for Lang.
That's 5.
Marcus Lang has 5 as our Mountain Point official scorekeeper right there to throw the 5 up.
He's the unofficial scorekeeper.
In the old in-your-face style. 5 personal fouls for our youngster Marcus Lang. 57-41 remains the score as Trey Campbell back to the free throw line. His free throw attempt is good. Campbell has 10 points. Next free throw attempt is good. He looks good from the charity stripe. Does Trey Campbell.
Very relaxed now.
Senior. Here's Panther with it over the corner to Villegas. They're trying to get it to Vavola. Good defense there on the interior by one Trey Campbell. Here's Panfill left of the key into the corner. 3-try from Marcus Jarrett. It's good. Nothing but nylon for Marcus Jarrett. Good to see that youngster.
He had space. He had space.
He
It
had
wasn't
quite a bit
contested.
of space. He was not contested. And that was a good look. Good patience there by BC. With a stop and play. It's 59-44. Special thanks to Mary Vivola and our producer tonight, Mike Myers, for making this broadcast happen on BCHS Live. And thanks to all the people who are watching. We can't wait. We know that Coach Clark is chiming in.
Coach Clark is
Lippman.
chiming in.
We can't wait to find out what he's saying. We're eager and we're
He's watching at home.
Real truth in real estate at the Prickett Group. That's more than a slogan. It's the way they do business. Nobody knows Anthem Homes inside and out better than Chris Prickett. Visit www.theprickettgroup.com for the best and most accurate home search on the web. All right, here we go. 59-44. There's a basket by number 10, Isaiah Ledford, the sophomore.
Tough
knocks
player.
it down. He's got 5 points on the evening. He had a triple earlier in the game. Great look underneath the McGrath by Villegas. And McGrath gets the easy deuce. He'll lay it in and score. Give the assist to A.J. Villegas. And Boulder Creek can do nothing but put in full court pressure right now as Kyrie Holloway breaks it down. Back to Ledford, over to Holloway now. Holloway at the perimeter. Villegas will come out and defend him so they don't get the 5-second call. Now Butler has the basketball with it. And coming over there to draw a foul, more than likely,
That's 5.
it's A.J. Villegas. I believe that is his final foul. That's the limit.
4.
It is indeed 4. If I've said indeed, I've said it 5 times too many. Coach Salt looking for the 5th foul. It's only 4. Panfill loses the handle on it. Dominic Reyes would defend the captain and senior Johnny Panfill. 61-46, 2:25 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll have a timeout on the floor. Vic, what's going on?
Murphy's Pool Service and Repair in Anthem is your best local choice for pool service and repairs in Anthem. Owned by Anthem residents, Murphy's Pool Service and Repair is a proud sponsor of the Boulder Creek Jaguars. So, Kevin, you got a big game tomorrow, Arizona State and Navy.
The
Big bowl
Devils
game.
take on the Midshipmen in San Francisco. That could be, it's a special game for me at home. Pops was in the military, 30-plus years, lieutenant commander. I couldn't be more thrilled about my dad and his accomplishments. So we get to take on the Midshipmen mid-afternoon game. That could be a darn good one. And the what is it? The Kraft
Humanitarian.
It's the
in
Kraft
San
Foods
Francisco.
Fight Hunger Bowl.
There you go.
Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl.
In San
Frisco.
Francisco. Is that
Yeah.
played at the baseball stadium?
They're playing that football game at Candlestick Park, I believe.
Okay.
But I don't know that. I can't swear
It
by
might be at
that.
the baseball stadium, but I know they play one football game at Pac Bell Park. I think the Sun Devils are in a good spot tomorrow.
They are in a good spot.
I think they're in a good spot tomorrow.
They could go 8-5 and match the University of Arizona, who had that heroic win in the New Mexico Bowl. A couple of touchdowns inside a minute.
I think it's a 2-touchdown Sun Devil win tomorrow.
How about the ASU basketball team at 10-2, and of course U of A? What are they, unbeaten still?
Unbeaten and number 4 in the country.
Number 4 in the country, the Arizona Wildcats. And then we have the Phoenix Suns. Let's get back to this one. Underneath, it's Vivola. He'll draw the foul. 2 away to go. Interesting, the Pride bench doesn't believe that there was contact there.
1-5 has 3.
And sitting or laying down in some discomfort there is Kennedy McGrath. So McGrath on the court right now appears to be in some pain.
Didn't see the fall there.
The foul was whistled to Trey Campbell. White out. We got some white out.
You got white out, really?
Mountain Point is out of dry erase.
We have an eraser pen. It's got eraser ink.
Oh, there you go.
They're looking for a dry erase.
61-46, the stop in the action due to the injury of Kennedy McGrath. ASU gets Coppin State tomorrow. The Devils will be at the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl in San Francisco. And the Cardinals, well, their season is going to come to an end this Sunday.
Yeah,
Thank the
49ers.
Lord.
Going to be a tough game.
So McGrath will come off the court. I'm not sure if he's cramping, got a Charlie horse, or what looks like to be the situation there, but that is not a good situation. Jordan Hughes will come off the bench for Randy Walker, and he'll play for McGrath right now. McGrath had 4 fouls, and he had, well, let's just count them up for you. 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11 points. Looks like close to 11 points maybe for Kennedy McGrath. Ray Vavola will be the free throw shooter, and checking in is Khalil Salahuddin. Emmanuel Butler is right in front of us on one knee, ready to check in. Vavola's shot is good. The free throw attempt was good, so Butler will come in for Salahuddin.
You would think Mountain Point will work some clock on this next possession, look to just put it away at the free throw line.
Vavola's next free throw attempt is good. I think Ray has 22 points in this game. Very close to it. They inbound it to Ledford. Ledford almost had his pocket picked by Panfield, but he maintains possession. Here's Butler with it to the basket, can't get the shot. Jarrett gets the rebound. He'll hand it to Panfield. Inside 2 minutes, here's Villegas. Little reverse layup, won't go. Had his back to the goal, couldn't see it. Here comes Butler, his layup won't go. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, he can't get it. They tap it out, and Reyes gets it. Little jumper, won't go, and a rebound falls into the hands of Johnny Panfield. And Aaron Windler is upset. Vavola can't get the shot. Jarrett had the rebound, and it's poked out of bounds. Last touch by number 3, Emmanuel Butler.
You got to run some clock there, Kevin. You get 4 offensive rebounds, and you're throwing the ball at the basket. You're playing the clock right now. It's tough to defend a guy for throwing his suit jacket, but I've been in his shoes.
I tell you what, I did not want to be the Armani tonight. That thing was spiked right in front of the Pride bench.
It was one of the best passes of the night, to be honest with you.
Holloway gets the rebound on that missed 3 attempt. Over to Reyes. 61-48. The second half has been all Mountain Point. Jarrett will come up and grab Holloway. John White right there to make the call. Double bonus situation next time. I beg your pardon, it is now. So Khalil Salahuddin comes in. Kyrie Holloway to the free throw line. He'll get a double bonus there. 1+1 for 2 shots. Vic Littman drawing a chuckle. He's closest to the Pride bench. Salahuddin checks in. Holloway again makes the free throw attempt. He's been very good from the free. He's missed 1 free throw tonight.
Amazing they would foul.
Try. Jordan Hughes underneath.
Amazing that they would foul. I don't know if Coach Windler has any more timeouts, Kevin. Do you want to ask your right-hand man?
Strategically, I don't think he needs any more timeouts, as Jordan Hughes will go to the foul line. The foul was whistled on Khalil Salahuddin. Now it's his 3rd. Emmanuel Butler ready to check back in this game, along with A.J. Villegas. Unofficially, we believe each team has 1 timeout left. Of course, that's coming from the unofficial book. Free throw attempt does not go. Here comes Campbell with it. And Campbell's grabbed almost at half-court line. He's grabbed and fouled. That was, I just had a note passed to me. That was our 241st whistle tonight. 241 on the evening. That's horrible. That didn't happen. Campbell's first free throw attempt won't go. 63-49 in this one.
Setting up for Mountain Point, Desert Mountain final tomorrow night. Renewing an old rivalry of the Desert Mountain Chaparral days of Coach Windler and Coach Fazio.
That's the 2012 Holiday Hoops Fest Championship game. They'll tip that up at 6:30. Johnny Panfill's shot is good. 63-51.
Final timeout by the Jags.
Boulder Creek still trailing here.
Also in the setting up for a consolation game, third place game, Hamilton and Boulder Creek, a nice Division I matchup. Plenty of good seats available for that double for 4 games tomorrow.
Coach Hamilton sent Jacobson.
Jacobson is
Sun
Eric Jacobson is getting minutes
and Herb Sendek.
getting some good minutes as a backup pivot man for the Sun Devils. Will be a different style of game, a more methodical half-court team, Hamilton. I would look for Boulder Creek to pick up, push the tempo a little bit.
If Coach Clark is still listening to this fine broadcast on BCHSLive.com, you might want to tune into the K-Man on Saturday on KXXE 1010 AM Phoenix tomorrow between 2 and 3 o'clock. Verizon's very own and former CBS 5 anchor Chris Coraggio will join the program. And Division I Big School Player of the Year, Mark Andrews from Desert Mountain, also on the program tomorrow afternoon.
I'm sure Coach Clark will be tuned in tomorrow, ready to phone in.
Or he might want to phone in. All the way down the other end and laying it in and scoring is Dominic Reyes. Out of the timeout. Here comes Johnny Panfill up out of backcourt. Right wing 3. Oh, rims around, won't go. Jordan Hughes gets the rebound, spins out of traffic, puts the shot up, it won't go. Campbell grabs the rebound. Here comes Kyrie Holloway. Lead pass up court to number 10, and that's Isaiah Ledford, and they'll back it out. Still getting instruction from the Pride bench, strong with the ball. Another foul called. 24.1 in this one as Spencer McGrath will check in. Trey Campbell back to the free throw line. His last time there, Trey Campbell hit them both.
Both guys coaching right to the wire here. Using this as a teaching moment.
Trevor Miller will come in.
Matt Howard, number 23, coming in for the Jags. First time
as well. 24.1 to go on this one.
I just got a text from my son back in Maryland. It says Gonzaga Final Four. They must have beaten Baylor tonight. Big win for the Zags.
How about that? The Zags. Coach Self? Coach
Few. Mark Few.
Few, beg your pardon, yes. Knew it was a
I just got a text out of Maryland.
Bill Self, the head coach at Kansas, I beg your pardon. Here's Panfill, jump stop. Leave it for Trevor Miller, and he'll go up and in. Nice basket by Trevor Miller, just up off the bench. Cole gets a nice basket. He's on the score sheet. Here's Holloway, and just checking in, number 22. I don't have his name on this roster. There's a shot by Panfill, won't go. Rebound, up and in is Spencer McGrath. And our final score from Boulder Creek's Jaguar Gymnasium in Athens, Arizona, home of the Jags, Boulder Creek High School. It's the Mountain Point Pride 67 and the Boulder Creek Jaguars 55. 67-55 our final score. They don't mess around here at the J. The lights are on their way out.
No, they're rushing us out of here.
We'd like to invite you for some post-game conversation with head coach Randy Walker. We'll see if we can't grab Coach Windler for a second on the right by. Thanks, sir. You want to talk for a second? You got a minute? Okay. Hey, we tried to, thank you. We tried to catch up with Coach Aaron Windler, get some comments from him after this one, and he respectfully declined. And no, you're good. You're good. Thanks, man. He very, very kind. He said, a
long trip back. He's got a tough game tomorrow night. Got to get his kids ready.
And they're back tomorrow as they'll take on Todd Fazio. But really, Vic, as we get close things up here, boy, I tell you what, tough one here. Things kind of unraveled in a hurry in that second and third quarter. Where'd the game go?
Their athleticism kind of took over. A little bigger and quicker. I think that Boulder Creek early on got that when it was a half-court situation, going inside of Avola. Boulder Creek had success. Mountain Point really applied some pressure at the end of the second quarter. Pretty much that was the game really turned there, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter.
You know, they were up by 11 in the first quarter. You really thought that they had a chance to run away and hide with this one. I mean, they really could have done that. Credit Coach Windler, the early use of those timeouts.
Yeah,
he coached tonight, and
he knew he was in a ball game.
He was animated at many times tonight, but his kids did respond, I must say.
It was very similar to their game yesterday against Prospectus in the first round, where they came out flat, and he got them going. And what was the final ticket on Holloway? How many points?
Well, he got to the free throw line 12-plus times. I didn't get the total on him. He had 16 at one point. I think he finished close to 20. But we'll try to get the final numbers here before we head off air tonight. But, boy, I'm at a loss for words in many cases for the Jags tonight. Vavola had 15 points in the first half. They had all kinds of inside presence there. And, you know, maybe you're right, Vic. You just credit the athleticism and the defensive changing that Coach Windler and his staff implemented on Vavola. They couldn't get in the basketball. They couldn't get his touches.
They couldn't get it in. I think when Boulder Creek went down about 6, they had 3 or 4 possessions where they one pass and a quick shot. And you know what? Long shots are equal long rebounds and equal fast breaks. And I think that's what happened when Boulder Creek was a little too trigger happy. Some of their wing players panicked a little bit, and they kind of got away from what they've been successful with.
You did mention that a couple times during the broadcast, and accurately and rightfully so. Boulder Creek had too many one-and-dones. Too many trips down were
quick shots.
It was Paul Westhead's 24 seconds or less, or our coach D'Antoni's 7 seconds or less shot idea. They put it up, and they didn't hit a lot of shots.
They did not. How many
really
threes
struggled.
do we go for tonight? Jared hit one late, a meaningless one late. Panfil might have hit a pull-up early, and other than that, it was probably about 2 for 15 or 16 from the line. And I think the strength of this team is an inside-out team.
It is, but where they lost out on this one, I think, is just letting the other team dictate what was happening. And we await conversation with Coach Randy Walker. Here is the head coach for Boulder Creek, Coach Walker. Randy, man, tough night tonight. Not how you drew it up, 67-55. You come away with the kind of a tough loss, but first quarter, you up by as many as 11. In your opinion, what the heck happened?
Well, I wish I could answer that question very well. I'm as mad at myself for anything. I don't think I did a good job tonight coaching. I don't think I protected us enough from that press. I think that's where the momentum changed in the second quarter, and I've got to do a better job of that. That's what I just told the kids. So, you know, this one's on me tonight.
You know, and that doesn't happen. Imagine this, Randy. We're at a loss for words ourselves in a sense. We're just trying to figure out and assemble what happened. But, you know, you credit Aaron Windler and his staff. They did a great job defending the basketball tonight. Ray Vavola in the first half had 15 points. The outside game was working for you. But is that what we do? We just credit the defensive changes and what they did?
I think so. That press, you know, we were ready for it. We prepared for it. That's where the momentum swung. I think they scored 10 points to cut it to 2 at the end of the quarter. And we were ice cold. I don't know what we were from the three-point line. I think we said 4 or 5 for 30 tonight. So you don't win too many games like that. We rushed some shots. Kids played hard, but like I said, you know, they deserve better from their head coach.
It seemed like to me that they did at one point. There was a run in there where we just did just that. We rushed the shots, maybe a little more patience to exude. One thing that didn't help either side tonight was foul trouble. That's just one of those kind of games.
Yeah, we got in a little bit of foul trouble. Ray played outstanding. You know, he's really starting to be our horse underneath there. And I thought we did a great job in the first quarter defending. We controlled the tempo. We were really physical. And that, you know, when they put that press on, I think they scored 6 straight points, got the momentum going, and I thought that was the turning point in the game.
One thing that you just can't coach, Randy, and I know you take and you put a lot of pressure on yourself and your staff, but when you can't make shots, whether it be an easy look or one within your one that's being contested, it's just tough to compete.
It is, and they shot the ball well. Like I think they went to the foul line quite a bit as well. So. Well, credit to them. They did a great job.
They did, and we'll turn the attention towards Hamilton. You're in the Consolation Championship tomorrow night, right here in your home tournament, so another chance to play well here at home.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, your first loss at home. You haven't played a lot of games here, but with such a big lead in the first half, it was a surprise defeat.
Yeah, it was, and it'd been nice to be in our championship game, but we'll just have to go out and battle Hamilton tonight or tomorrow night.
Randy, thanks for the conversation. We'll look to get back in the win column
Thank you.
tomorrow
I just
night.
wanted to give a shout out to the booster clubs. They've done an outstanding job on the tournament, and just credit to you guys. And it's just a lot of good feedback. So thank you very much.
You're very good. Thank you, Randy. We appreciate it. Randy Walker, the head coach of the Boulder Creek Jaguars, or Coach Walker and Vic Littman, and you are listening, audience, and our producer, Mr. Mike Myers. I'm Kevin Derryberry. Our final score from the J, Mountain Point 67 and Boulder Creek 55. We'll be with you tomorrow night at 5 o'clock right here from Jaguar Gymnasium. Good night from Anthem.